Starting the recording. Okay. Thank you so much again, gentlemen, for coming back. We will now continue, and I'll be sharing my screen right now. So please let me know when you'll be able to see my screen. Okay, cool. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
amazing, amazing. All right, cool. So for you to be able to understand marketing, you need to be able to understand business a little bit. And honestly, not just a little bit. You need to be aware a little bit more. So I just want to mention one thing real quick, which is when it comes to infrastructure, then you're speaking about systems. And by systems here, I don't mean like operating systems, or I don't mean like software or stuff like that. No, I mean procedures. I mean process. This is what I intend to say when I mention systems, because I might mention this word a few more times in the near future. So each and every business needs to have four main systems in its infrastructure in order to succeed. So it needs to have a marketing system, a sales system, a fulfillment, and administration. Okay. And a good thing to mention when we are here is that marketing does not equal sales. Okay. And this is a very, very well-known misconception that marketing equals sales. Well, marketing leads to sales. Yeah, that could be it, but it doesn't mean that it's always sales. Because as we just discussed in Uber's story, and also as Guy highlighted, there was that period of time where they were not making any money, right? Or they were making barely any money, right? And that's the whole point, because marketing does not equal sales, right? There are two different things. There are two different things, but one leads to another. Yes, that's definite. One leads to another. Yes, that's absolutely right. But again, I just wanted to highlight this clearly, that marketing does not equal sales. Marketing is a totally different thing when it comes to marketing specifically. And what I want to discuss right now is something a little bit related to the what phase, or it's still in regards to the mindset, because the details are not as much. But I just wanted to highlight that in marketing in general, and I'm talking about digital marketing in specific, because there is traditional marketing and there is like digital or online marketing. We are focused here on digital marketing. So there are six main channels for marketing. So if you're doing any kind of marketing campaign or any kind of marketing activity, you will not go outside these six main channels. And we'll go through them right now. So the six main channels are the following. So they are divided into two separate parts, and each part has its own categories or like subcategories. There are media-based and there are people-based. So the media-based channels are paid media, owned media, earned media. We'll discuss each and every one in details. And then the people-based is manual outbound, affiliates, and referrals. So media-based, when it comes to the first subcategory, which is the paid media, this is all the ads that you see: YouTube ads, Facebook ads, Google ads, Instagram ads, any kind of marketing activity that you pay money for. And in fact, in traditional marketing, billboards, flyers, and all of that, this is considered as paid media. You are paying to get the attention of people. So marketing is all about getting the attention. Marketing is mainly about getting the attention of people. And the way that you get that is through one of these six channels. So with paid media, you're actually paying to get that kind of attention or that kind of impression. And again, it's like all of the advertising platforms: TikTok ads, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, all of that. So that's the paid media. Owned media is emails. I'll get to that in a moment. And earned media is is like the kind of the attention that you earn out of doing something. So to be a little bit more specific, this is organic marketing, or this is the content marketing type of thing uh in earned media. So earned media is if I'm doing some specific inputs, I'm expecting out of that some specific outputs. I'm earning out of that outputs. And to illustrate a little bit, if I'm producing content like this one right now that we're doing, which is the video content that we're doing right now, if I'm producing this content, I'm expecting out of doing so, out of that input, I'm expecting a specific output, which is people viewing that content. I'm not paying for them to view it, but I'm expecting to have some viewers. So that's the earned media. So the earned media is the attention or the impressions or the views that we get out of the content that we produce. Okay, so that's the earned media. And that's the media base. I'll get back to the owned media part in a moment. Going further to people based. So people based, you start off, you have manual outbound. Manual outbound is everything that you know about outreach in general. It's the cold calls, the people that call you on the phone and tell you, hey, this is Mo calling you from ABC Marketing. I'm calling to sell you a house. I'm calling to sell you solar. I'm calling to anything. This is the cold outreach, or cold calling is considered one of the key things in manual outbound. The kind of digital version of it is called emails. So if you are sending out emails to people, or cold DMs, if you are sending out DMs to people on Instagram, Reddit, LinkedIn, all of that, this is considered as a manual outbound because you're doing so manually. It's not like manually by your own hand. You can do so with AI right now, but it means that it's connecting with humans. That's why it's people based. It's connecting with humans. And affiliates is basically you have someone, let's say Peter, for example. Peter, I do have a digital product. I'm selling PDFs online. And I'll tell you, okay, Peter, here is a special link for you. When you share this link with anybody, and if someone buys my PDFs through your link, you will be getting a commission out of that. So that's affiliates. And the last thing is referrals. Amazing. You mentioned you're actually doing affiliate. Okay. That's amazing. Referrals is the last thing in people-based marketing. And this is by far the best kind of channel to get consistent flow of customers or leads. Having referrals is definitely the best thing that you can have in your business. So these are the 6 main channels that you will be using for marketing in general in regards to the digital world. Yes, they could be translated into the traditional marketing because, as we mentioned, cold calling, this is considered part of the traditional marketing. Billboard, also in paid media, this is considered as kind of the traditional marketing. But again, as I mentioned, we're only focused on the digital era right now. So back to owned media like the emails. So in order to understand owned media, I'll need to talk about earned media with it. So with earned media or with content marketing in general, you're producing content and out of that you're getting views. Let's say on YouTube, for example, okay? So I'm making videos and I'm posting them on YouTube, okay? And I'm getting views. Let's say over time, in 1 year, I got 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, okay? And I'm getting consistent views. Everything is amazing. My whole marketing activities are dependent on YouTube and all of that. But let's say, for some odd reason, I woke up the next day and I found out a notification from YouTube or from Google saying, "Hey, good morning. We have decided to delete your channel." What are you going to be doing when that happens, right? So you're dependent on YouTube. You do not own YouTube, but you're dependent on it. That's the difference between owned media and earned media. Earned media, you're doing something, you're posting it on a platform that you do not own, like YouTube, like Instagram, like TikTok. All of these platforms or all of your accounts on these platforms could be shut down just like that in a moment, and you could lose your entire business. That's why having in your business in general, having an owned media channel is crucial. Is crucial for this, because if for some odd reason one of those platforms decided to shut down your accounts, you still have your own media, which is customers' emails or emails of interested customers, contact information such as the phone numbers and their names, of course. All of that is considered as the owned media or things that you actually own. Because if you are let's say the emails, for example, if you are using a software like Mailchimp, if for some reason they decided to shut down your account, you still have the emails, you still have the actual list of the emails and the contact information of the people. They didn't take that from you. You still own this. This is what you own. But if YouTube decided to shut down your 100,000 subscriber channel, you do not own or have any contact information of the 100,000 people that are subscribed to your channel, right? It's only a number for you. You do not own it. So it means that your business is like dependent on that. Now you need to include this or incorporate this within your marketing channels to always have contact information, because this is like the core base of your business, having an owned media, because that gives you the flexibility to pivot from one platform to another with ease without any kind of issues, and you won't face any kind of problems, because you already have the audience or you already have the people that will be able to follow you along any other different platform that you will go on. And actually, there was a YouTuber, don't remember his name. He was quite famous. He had almost like 1 million subscribers, but he was from Turkey. And this happened with him. His channel got deleted, but due to the fact that he had email addresses of, I think, 100,000 email addresses or something like that, and he was collecting the emails for marketing purposes to market them other products or something like that. So he wasn't doing so on purpose, but this truly saved his life and saved his business, because with it he was able to create a new channel, and within a very short period of time he got to 500,000 subscribers. I think it was around 2 or 3 months, something like that. But why did this happen and how did this happen is due to the fact that he has another platform. He owns the platform. He doesn't just have another platform, he owns the platform. So that's very, very important to have implemented and incorporated in your marketing channels. I wanted to, these are the things that I wanted to discuss for today. Wanted to go through all of them, and I just wanted to give you a better overview of what marketing is at its core, and what are the different marketing channels. Over time, we will go and grow with the kind of the roadmap that I mentioned, going with the why. The why we'll get back to it many times, I'm telling you, and then the what, and then the how. But the how is like the final phase of this course. Hopefully, we'll all learn along this amazing journey. So far I'm done with today's class. Please tell me if you have any questions.
I have one. It's Guy.
Yes.
Um,
Okay.
you said at the beginning the focus of marketing was awareness, building awareness.
Yes.
Um, you've described now other factors like owning the infrastructure by which you deliver your awareness, yeah, and also the end result is contacts as well, yeah. So what you're really talking about is not just building awareness, but also I'll say dominating, but that's probably not the right word. Dominating the infrastructure that delivers the message. So you need two plans: plan for awareness and plan for making sure you're in my background, I'm from IT and something called service management, yeah. So delivering service, not service user experience, but literally fulfillment, if you like, yeah.
Mm.
So basically, I would say you've got the primary service, whatever it is. I don't care what your business is. I'm coming in as a professional in service management, and we're going to look at your business to make sure you've got a service which is first something that you can deliver, second something that's repeatable and consistent, and the third it's got a high availability, as in it doesn't fail. Yeah, but if it does fail, you need a business continuity plan, an alternative way of running the business so that one failure doesn't stop the business operating. Yeah. So that's what you're really talking about, as far as I can see. Talking about, yes, there are paid platforms and owned platforms and earned platforms, money you earn from, I suppose, earn through. And I get, if I put it as a platform infrastructure, then definitely makes sense. And then it's just a case of, well, you've got to take steps to ensure that if the platform fails, can you recover? And this concept of having contact details is a premium. You know what I mean? It's very important to
Yes.
your business. So as a marketing person in charge of the marketing system,
Hmm.
in charge of making sure that process and system are continuous, right? Getting it up and running is one responsibility. Keeping it up and running is another responsibility, but also making sure that you have a backup opportunity, you know, so that, yeah,
Yes.
does that make, and that's all I really wanted to say. So what you are doing is basically service management 101, if you don't mind me saying. But it's okay. You can apply that to any aspect of the business, right?
Yes. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, you said marketing systems and sales systems and fulfillment systems and admin system. All of them deliver a service, so all of them need availability. All of them need continuity, and all of them need backup continuity. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
that's
Exactly.
all.
And I just want to add to what you mentioned. Yes, again, as I mentioned, and I'll keep mentioning this, that marketing at its core is only and mainly raising the awareness in regards to specific things. But there's always a but. But the goals do change when like over time, like again back to Uber's story that we mentioned. The goal of each and every phase that they went through was different from the phase before, right? So the very first initial phase was to get this awareness raised and tell people more about the problem and the solution of it, right? So that was the core of what they did. Over time, the goal changed. Over time, the goal changed to I need to increase the numbers of users on the app, and then I need to increase the numbers of rides done through the app or done from the app, right? So the goals over time change. But again, back to the core or to the main thing, it's raising awareness in regards to a specific thing. So did that answer your question?
Oh yeah. You've just added more to what I already know from what you've just said, right? I always like to repeat it back to you so I understand it correctly. So forgive me if I'm
No, that's
saying
fine.
something that you already know. But the bottom line is, the business has an overview. Yeah, you have a marketing. So you have visitors to begin with, people out there you're going to contact.
Yes.
Then you've got the marketing system, and then you've got the sales system, and then you've
Yes.
got the fulfillment system, and then you've got the what did we call it? The administration system,
Yes.
the back end, if you like.
Yes.
Now, to use the right terminology, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but you're basically taking a visitor and he's a potential sale, yeah, potential sale
Yes.
before a sale. So we call him a lead, and
Yes.
then after
Exactly.
you
Yes.
close or convert him,
Yeah.
right? After you converted him, that is closed the deal, and he's paid his money. He's expecting fulfillment.
Yes.
Then he's basically sorry, what was it?
A
Uh,
customer
a
right
ticket,
now.
a ticket. Yeah, a customer,
Yes.
visitors, leads, and customers. That's it. Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, he becomes a customer in the business, and so you've got a responsibility under contract to deliver on what he's paid for, and
Yes.
that's where the the sales process ends
Yeah.
because there are various metrics. There's a metric before the marketing. There's a metric between marketing and sales. There'll be a metric between sales and fulfillment. And these are the things that you're alluding to say, after you've got your awareness, after you've started selling things, how can we improve the next level to the next level? So
Yes, and
then you then turn around and say, well, the revenue is the profit before cost, if you like, of the
exactly.
business.
Yes.
So at that point, you then say, well, I've managed to make £100 an hour. How can I make
Yes.
that 200? So
Yes. Yes, you can scale.
it's
Yeah.
not
Yeah. Yeah.
anything else. Yeah,
Yes.
that's the thing. That's your responsibility. And while the business has got all sorts of working parts, you always have to go back to basics as far as I'm concerned. You got your marketing, how do you improve that? How do you get it up and running and improve it? Then your sales, how do you get it up and running? You've got things like sales pipelines and stuff like that
Yes.
conversation.
Yes.
And then you've got the fulfillment side, which is where I probably worked most in the past. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's a case of the back end administration, HR, finance,
Yes.
the law department, legal department, they all
Yes.
run off IT. So for me, making sure that they've got a system, an IT service, which underpins their business service, yeah, to the business, they deliver internal service. And then that obviously means that the whole business can deliver external business service to customers. So
Yes.
everything's here, and there's a relationship. It's not a hard relationship. And when you're working with people inside a business, obviously they're teams, but outside the business, they're partners, right? And
Yes.
how much of an integration between partners and the internals of the business? Well, it goes through what they call a value chain. Yeah.
Exactly.
So how much value does the provider give you? Initially, he's just a low provider. You
Yeah.
pay for your pizza and he delivers a pizza, right? But at some point, he becomes you do so much business with him that your business depends upon his business. So
Yes.
you work with an equal partner,
Yeah.
and he's still got his business, you got your business, but you work so closely. You share contracts and all sorts of things like that to make sure you both benefit from the relationship equally. And then there are other times where you suddenly realize this partner, he might as well be on the inside of my business because he's so intimate to the way my business
Yeah.
runs. And if he was to run away, like YouTube, take away the platform, then what would happen to my business? It would collapse because I'm relying so heavily on
Exactly.
him. So then at that
Yes.
point,
Thank you.
you bring him inside the business to make him closer. And obviously, you compensate him, but by doing that, you've got a bigger business effectively because you've got two sub businesses under the
Yes.
same roof.
Yes.
This is a
Exactly. Yes.
conversation this is the conversation people need to have to
Yeah.
understand everything is negotiable.
Yes.
Everything is negotiable.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
just have to sit down and have a plan. How are you going to start your business? How are you going to run your business? And how are you going to develop or scale your business? And at that point, you might even talk about exiting the business as an exit strategy. And that's your life cycle. That's your life
Guy,
cycle.
to be honest, you actually might not need this course.
No, I do need this course. I need to do something with
Well,
marketing.
honestly, like, thank you so much for your amazing input. I just want to wrap up what you
Yes,
mentioned.
yes, of course.
Again, what we mentioned early on during this video right now is that the infrastructure of the business, it needs to have these four systems. And if you looked closely while I was telling you about them, the order is exactly what's happening. It starts with marketing, and then it goes on to sales, and then you have to fulfill, and then you go with administration, and the cycle goes on and on and on and on. But it starts all the way from marketing. This is your starting point. This is like where you start to learn all of this, right? So that's your core in regards to that. I just wanted to add this point. Peter, do you have any other questions that you want to ask? Peter, are you there?
I see four people on the call, but I
Yes. No,
suppose
Peter, we cannot hear you.
no, he's talking. He says, "Can you hear me?" But
Yeah.
obviously he's.
Okay, you can type in any questions that you have in the chat, and I'll say it. Are we going to learn meta marketing? No, actually, for now, in regards to paid advertising, this is not something that we are going to be discussing at the moment. We're starting off from the core basics and strategy. This is what we are mainly focused on at the moment. When you watch the both videos, it will be making a little bit more sense to you. So I hope that you'll be able to do so, and I'll make sure to send you the link for the YouTube video when it's up and live to everyone. Just make sure that you are on the Slack. I don't know of if you are on the Slack community or not. Please make sure that you are on there. Peter just said no, not right now. I think I covered much of my questions. Okay, amazing. All right, so now this leads us to the final part of today. I hope you guys had an amazing time with me. I honestly had such a blessing, to be honest. Currently, the most important part, which if you failed, I don't want this to happen, but it's the homework. So my homeworks are fun to do. The homework that I'll be asking you to do is actually a movie that I want you to watch. I'll type the name of the movie in the chat. The movie is called Moneyball. So Moneyball is a movie by I think Brad Pitt. I think that's his name. I don't know much about the American actors and actors in general. I don't know much of the names, but yeah, I think it's Brad Pitt. It talks about baseball as a sport, but the thing about it is that it goes through some specifics when it comes to the mindset, when it comes to how you think and how you approach things. This is what I want you to take a closer look at, and the movie discusses it brilliantly, and we'll be building up upon that into our next discussions. Lots of more exciting things. So make sure to watch this movie, and also there is a website. It's called HD Today .cc. You can find that movie on there. Um, if you're wondering like where to find the movie, so that's a
That
good.
was my question. HD
Okay, amazing,
today.
amazing. Yeah, hdtoday.cc. It's a very good website. Doesn't have a bunch of ads also, so that's a good
Cool.
thing. Has like a couple of ads. So it's not as the kind of the e-bombs that you go through when you're trying to watch anything. Uh,
It's not one of these websites which asks you to log in
no. It
and
doesn't
provide
ask you
credit
for
card
login
details.
info. It doesn't ask you for anything. You just go on it. Make sure to have the ad blocker on your browser on as well, just to make sure
Yeah,
that you're blocking everything as much as you could. It doesn't
yeah.
ask you for any kind of login info. It doesn't ask you for any info. You just search
And
the name of the movie,
and,
and it
and
will.
I know it's an assumption, but it is safe, isn't it? It's not going to try to infect your machine because
No. And if it did ask you to
100%.
download anything, just reject any kind of downloads or anything like that. I personally been using it for the past like 3 or 4 or 5 years, I think. It's a very good website. The alternative of it is with a different
Good,
extent. I think it's
good.
TV. Uh,
I'm really happy because now I found a new website where I can watch movies.
yes, it has also like TV
Not
streaming
just one movie.
and
I'll be watching a
way
few.
more than that. So it's a very good website. I hope you guys enjoy it, and please make sure to watch this movie. This movie is going to be extremely crucial in the course, as again as I mentioned, we will be building upon it way
Okay.
much things in the near future. But it's a very good one. I highly recommend it. So yeah, that's all from my end right now. Please, before you go, please tell me if you have any other questions or anything that you want to add for the moment.
I've had a lovely time, so thank you
Yes.
personally.
Thank you, guys.
Um, I I've found you engaging, so your presentation style is very good. Your drawing is awful, but that's fine. Get that. But no, that's the point. You see, it's like it's a valid point that the drawing definitely needs to improve, or some sort of visual needs to be pre-prepared. You
Yes.
did it on the fly. Don't do it again. That's all I would say. Don't do it again. But beyond that, you've covered lots of things, and as I say, short and well, I won't say sound bites, but your delivery was good enough for us to keep our attention, and also opportunity to feedback. And that's a good mix. You know what I mean? You don't want
Yes.
too long an opportunity to just talk,
Yes,
because
exactly.
it's not productive. But yeah, thank you very much. Yeah,
My
I'll
pleasure.
look forward to the next one.
Okay, hopefully we'll continue on doing this every Saturday at the same time if it's fitting you guys. If the time is a little bit of a concern, please let me know and we can discuss this over the Slack channel. Peter, do you have anything to add? Do you think that you had fun today? Do you think you learned something new today? Please let me know. Okay, amazing. Peter says, great, thank you. Yes, everything is new. Okay, perfect. Anything else you want to add?
No,
Okay,
sir. Thank you very much.
all right.